Hey guys, I'm a wizard. I want to talk about fatigue, chronic fatigue, burnout, being tired all the time, and what to do about that. I'm going to use the cards again because it's easier for me and for you and more fun. So I'm going to pull out 3 times 2 cards. So I'm going to have 3 stacks. You choose. I'm going to leave, you're going to choose with only seeing the one. And then I'm gonna make it simple. I'm gonna keep using this one book. What better way to, who better to ask about being tired than the dead? That makes sense. I don't know why. So I'm using the Santa Muerte deck. I like using these cards. They're very sassy. So that's good. I'm just gonna shuffle these and pull out the cards for the stacks, and then you go to the timestamps in the description box, and you just go to the one that appeals to you, or the one that you see first. Don't make it hard, or listen to all of them. I'm gonna try to keep it short, short and powerful, and just try to get 3 different viewpoints going. Okay? 3 different perspectives. All right. 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we have the first card here. I'm gonna put them upright for the selection. If they're reversed like this. So for pile 1, can you see that? I'm gonna play with the sun a little bit here, so that's nice. So that's for pile 1. Pile 2, or the next card to choose from, and then one more. We have the 3rd stack. Okay, so look at the cards. Oh, come on, work with me, not against me. Thank you. Look at the cards. 1, 2, 3, and pick the one you feel the most. Go to that timestamp, and then we'll see what comes up. Okay, I'm going to start with the first one here, which is our Page of Cups, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna put these one to the side. That's easier. So I have a little one here. All right. First of all, let's see what other card we got here. Okay, the subject is fatigue, chronic fatigue, burnout syndrome, whatever you want to call it, when you're tired all the time. You're tired all the time. Okay. Fire and ice. Fire and ice. I'm seeing basically just what I said here. The nice thing is here, you want to taste life. You want to. There is passion. There are ideas. There are goals. There is vision, hope. But you're very tired. 10 of Wands. Let's break it down a little bit better because I'm being a bit lazy here. We have our Page of Cups, which is this beautiful blue color, and this lady tasting something, and that's what it is. That's why it's such a beautiful card. The Page of Cups means somebody who is tasting life emotionally, emotions. Okay. But then we have here the fire, which is passion, and normally the 10 of Wands would be burdens, being overloaded with burdens, or getting out of the burdens. This butterfly is flying through. And it's upside down, which means you are not sharing the responsibilities. That's where it's going. You're not delegating, you are taking it all on yourself. And I think this is also why you are a bit lacking maybe in the fulfillment area of your emotionals. You're tasting a lot, you're trying a lot, but you're not feeling the fulfillment, and you're not sort of finding a reason to carry these burdens. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna drop 2 more cards. See where this goes. See what we can talk about. I'm feeling the problem with these cards that we're getting at is the taking it all on yourself, taking on all the responsibilities, and emotional satisfaction, which is causing, I don't know, wait a minute, just this, okay, the Nine of Cups, this is a good card. It's again emotional stuff. The 9 is about new, it is about sort of looking at all these emotions, looking at all your emotions or looking at all your treasures, and seeing a full treasure box, seeing a full heart. Okay, okay, yeah, this is where we're going. The people that have chosen this, you have a very full heart. You feel a lot. You care deeply. You have a lot of passion. You love doing this. You love tasting emotions, people, experiences. But you care about others in detriment of yourself. You're not sharing the burdens, but you are sharing all the joys and all the joy or all the satisfaction, but you are taking it all on yourself. Look at this little heart. That's you, and look what you have to carry. That's the problem. One more card. Whoopsie. Yeah. Okay, plain and simple. This is really Four of Swords. That's rest. That's going into rest intellectually. So the message here, it's not very long, it's not very complicated. It's what I just said, is you are overburdened, and you are overburdened emotionally. And the problem that maybe you don't want to admit is that how much this can affect you physically, because it does cost you physically, and it does make you tired, and it does drain you, and it will make your body ache. And the problem is, if we do not, in the world today, it becomes hard sometimes to ask for time or ask for rest for emotional problems. And we kind of live in a world where it's sort of, yeah, I'm not gonna call in sick and say I'm feeling very depressed today. I'm gonna call in sick and say I have a flu, because they will believe that. I don't have to negotiate my pain, and I don't have to explain myself, and I can take the rest I need. But we still feel the guilt about that lie, and also about sort of the burden of I need to get better. And emotional problems, the guideline to get better with emotional problems is a bit trickier than for physical problems. But they do have a physical effect, and you just need to accept that. If you're drained all the time, if you're tired all the time, look at how much emotions you're carrying around. Look how much responsibility you're carrying around. Because do you feel responsible for everybody feeling good, feeling happy? Can you feel kind of totally relaxed and settled with people around, or are you constantly sort of checking people's levels? Are you oversensitive? That could be an adaptation to something. That could be you very trained to be checking other people. Or that could be you just being very sensitive, and therefore making the mistake that everybody is this sensitive, and that it's up to you to really look at other people's vibes and be responsible for that. Yes? Okay? Think about this. This is the card. This is saying rest, stop. Think about it. Look at your energy levels. Look at where you feel. Just start paying attention. After which activities, after which phone calls, after which conversations, after which ideas do you feel drained, and after which things do you feel energized? Start taking note. That's all it says. Take rest mentally and start thinking, putting things together, okay? Don't believe me about this. This is emotions. Could be anything, could be very complex, could be none of your fault, but still, you're being drained. Look for the leak. Very simple. Start asking some questions to yourself, like, where is my balance off kilter? Where can I delegate again? Where can I say, hey, you share some of this responsibility, I'm tired. And that's all you have to do sometimes, is say, look, I'm actually tired and I need some help. Ask for help and think about this this problem. Just start taking a note. That was the best one. When do I feel drained? When do I feel energized? Oh, after that walk with the dog, I kind of actually feel good. I feel like I can handle stuff again. Okay, noted. After that phone call with some of my with my child, with my mother, with my friend, I actually feel drained. Okay, I take note. It's not because these are people who draining you. It's just because maybe it just requires a lot of brain activity, and you're already tired. Okay, start taking note. That's what it is. Thank you. Okay. Group 2. Let's shove this forward. Group 2. Hello. The Ace of Swords. It's funny. Just ended in group 1 with thinking. This is a new idea. Clarity. Look at the sun. All right. Let's look at the second card behind it. Ooh. And that is the Three of Wands. I'm gonna show you upright. Is this the Three of Wands? I'm doubtful now. This is the Ace of Wands. It's the Ace. I'm missing the bird walking through it. 2 aces. 11. New beginning. New idea. New passion. New clarity. Okay. Let's see. Let's see where the story goes. Could be anything. Okay, these two or these two. All right. Hermit. Going inside, thinking about it. And then the Knight of Swords. Reversed. Oh, this was reversed. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. I have to get the story going because I'm not seeing the link, but I'm just gonna tell you what pops in my head now. You're very sharp. You're very smart, and you're stabbing yourself in the head with that. You're too smart for your own good. You're overthinking things. Now, hear me out, because people have told me that all my life, and it has never helped me. And what I learned, the overthinking actually helped me out in the end, because it made me really smart, and it made me, when I started to learn how to use that better, instead of my own detriment, instead of using it against me, instead of using it to be in constant conflict. The problem, you're in conflict and you're overthinking, and you're sort of just a lot of energy is going out through your thinking. You're losing so much energy into analyzing things. And there's a reason, because you're sort of missing the lead. You're missing your north. You're missing your passion. You are running around like a headless chicken, but let's say, no, you're running around like a chicken without a heart, maybe. You're missing the fire. It's there. You need to find it. This is a card about going inside, about spending some time alone, more like getting closer to yourself a bit. Step 1, it's very easy, just take note and accept I'm overthinking things. Take note when you start feeling angry with yourself. This frustration is like, just take note and then say, okay, stop, this is not going to be productive anymore. And if you doubt that, then ask yourself, has this ever been productive? When has this helped me? But really, not like in a, oh yeah, when has this helped me, huh? No, in a, okay, let's go over it. I'm thinking super fast, why? And does that help me? And okay, but if you just want to believe me, then like when you start feeling the irritation, stop. Say, whew, breathe. And then say, thank you, head, but that was a bit, too much. Why are you doing things for? You need to find that, and that's what this is saying. Like, spend some time in your own thoughts. Think, what do I want? Why am I doing it? What does give me joy? And then follow that lead again, okay? Stop following your brain, and trust me, this is this is one of the weirdest and biggest advices I give to people, is the saying, follow your feelings. Because rational thinking is not your friend at all. It's not going to get you out of it. You need to follow your feelings, because you don't have, there is no right answer in this world. There's no right way. So there's your way, and you need to start following your own guidance system and what you know things. You've been living in this world, you see things, you know enough to say, okay, look, I don't have to believe all these other people anymore. I can find some answers for myself. What do I believe? Okay? And what does bring me joy? And what do I think a good person is, and what he should do, and what is allowed? Is it okay to just be doing fun things all the time and getting paid for it without reprimands, or without there being a shoe to drop or something? Is in what world am I living? Sorry, that's way too deep. Like, what is fun? Focus on fun, focus on feeling good. What does give me a good feeling, not what I think is right. Try to get this balance better, okay? Because you're not going to stop overthinking. It's just what your brain does. But start being friendlier. This is a very, very, very strong computer, and you've trained it very, very hard. So don't be mad at it if it sort of does what you ask it to do. Just reassess. Say, oh, okay, whew, like, wait. Let me be better at the input that I put into my computer, okay? And let me start by using my heart. It's sappy, but it's true. So just accept that. This is normally impulsiveness. Going for it. This is not going for it. This is hesitation, because you're unsure. You're overthinking things because you're unsure. So now this kind of also means try some things. Get out of your head. Get into the world. Go for walks. Just try some things. See what happens. You know, like stop making stop running the programs and looking at all the scenarios, and just make a little bit of a move here and there. Try some things out, okay? But do ask yourself the question: what does that do to me? And become a better friend with your computer, okay? This is why you go inside, okay? Because these self-talks need to become better. You really need to sit down and say, like, "Ooh, my computer, it's overheating, and it's draining my batteries, and I'm not sure where I'm going." So everything's feeling blah, but making a couple of moves could help you figure it out again, okay? But don't expect answers from the outside world. They're gonna come within. And once you get back, when you get this computer back doing, like, get it back inspired and creative and sort of curious, you're gonna get energy back, and that's what you want. You're just overthinking things without a clear direction. Just and follow the joy, really. Follow what feels good. Follow what gives you relief. Don't make it complicated. It doesn't have to be hard, really. The small things count. If it's like eating an ice cream, go for it. If it's taking a nap, absolutely, okay? Sorry. Group 3. I think we have to be fast. My battery is drained. That's not your fault, I'm sorry, but that means that we will have a fast, easy group. Like messages. Okay, man. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope you still can see it a bit well. The sun is getting down, down, down. What do we got? 5 of Wands. Looking at it in different directions, but this card is really about stirring it up. You know, I don't know. It could be sort of like causing a problem, but I see it more as sort of making something happen. Okay, you wanna cause some. You want to get some flames going, some passion. You want to have some fun, or you want to shake it up. Yeah. Page of Pentacles, right? Like she's sort of making the first steps. it always gets me a bit with this is sort of her saving money, but that's not true. She's sort of like looking at her wallet and making the, like saying, okay, what can I do? What can I do? You're not doing that. So I think our energy problem here comes from ideas and a lot of this fire, maybe a bit impulsiveness, but then not sort of making the smart first steps towards a goal, or thinking too big, expecting too much, being afraid of follow through, maybe a bit, like, you know, like you have the first ideas and you get very inspired and you get very jolted, and then you don't really take the steps forward you should take to go for it. Then sort of maybe hesitation. Okay, very recognizable for me. Okay, I had that a long time, like feeling a lot of passion, feeling a lot of fire, really living for things, and then sort of just not going for it because, like, yeah, okay, because then suddenly you see the mountain they have to climb, and just you don't really believe that then it's gonna be worth the time. I don't know, it's just a lot of fire and then a lot of nothing, a lot of up and down. Okay, 2 more cards. We have the Tower. For me, confirms this. It's just seeing it as a lot of hecticness, a lot of change. You change ideas a lot, you're changing directions a lot. So instead of giving some, putting some, being going in one line for a little moment and seeing and start picking up or getting back a little bit and seeing what you think about that, because you can still change direction, but you change direction too fast. Maybe it's a lot of you want to follow the passion because there's a block, sort of, and that's okay. That's really, like, I had that problem. I still have that problem a bit, maybe, with just not getting it off the ground. Okay, let's put it more mildly for you. Let's, like, you're not making the first steps. No. You just, nothing wants to come off the ground, and everything you build falls down like a tower. That's what it is. A lot of ideas, a lot of fire, but you can't get it off the ground. Everything just crumbles, and like everything may be cursed. That's how I felt for a long time. The Fool. It's a new beginning always. That's a change. That's following your joy. Yeah, okay. This is sort of confirming the story very beautifully and giving you the best advice. It's sort of saying, yeah, you are that fool. You are that fool that make the changes all the time, and that can't seem to sort of get something off the ground or get a footing, or can't seem to save. And you're going, it's a lot of changes, okay? So give yourself that break, maybe, because what happens, and what happened to me a long time, because you're not getting anything off the ground, you're not giving yourself the credit for that, because it didn't bring you anything, or it caused you more problems. So the energy you spent is not worth as much. So you don't give yourself the credit, and you kind of have, like, you're disappointed in yourself every time, and you also really want to show it more and more how that you can do it, and you really want to prove it to yourself and to others. So this frustration builds, and I think this makes you every time a little bit more, like, explosive, because you really want something and you feel time ticking, and you don't want to feel like this fool forever just following a butterfly. You wanna build something. You don't want this boring saving as stuff, but you do want to get something off the ground. And because you've started over and over and over again so much, or so many times, it gets very frustrating, and it costs you energy, okay? There. And really, now comes the good part. Once you fucking accept that it costs you a lot of energy, and that you have tried a lot of times, and that things have crumbled, and it has been fucking difficult for you, and you really have had a rough road, you can also start seeing that has brought you a lot of things, okay? You've seen a lot of different things. You've tried a lot of different flavors. You've seen a lot of different people. You've seen a lot of different environments. You've managed to sort of keep yourself upright without having anything to lean on. You've been going around without support for yourself. So you have to count on yourself a lot of times. You become strong in this. You become sort of independable. You don't need this stability. You can go without. This is what a lot of people are so afraid of, that their stability will be taken away. You don't have that. And a lot of other things, because you have to embrace this. You're that person. You're that person that didn't figure it out until he was 40, 50 later, who never figured it out. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't do great things, or that people don't like him, or that they don't admire him. Start by redefining this. Yeah, okay, maybe I am that asshole that really can't get it together, never. But that doesn't define me. And that doesn't mean I'm not happy. I can be happy. I just have to stop resisting this. And yeah, maybe people do see me as a fool. Okay. Then I already lost, so what the hell? And follow your dreams. Really, just follow your joy. Don't be explosive, but follow where the fun is. And really follow your ideas, because they are good ideas. And start seeing what all this failing brought you. There might be a little treasure in there. In the ashes, a little egg. Maybe in all that failing, in all that sort of crumbling and changing and being all over the place, and sort of, there might be something in there. Look at that. Look at what that's worth. Might be a lot more than you think. But that, start with the self-respect again, because it's not because you failed a lot that you're not worth a lot. And you deserve rest, and you deserve a lot of rest, because you tried hard, and you should really, really, really become your supporter again. Yeah, you are that glorious fool that's just gonna do it one day because he really wants to. And when you start looking at your passion again, not by what's gonna make you a tower. Don't look at that anymore. Maybe you're not that guy that builds towers, but you are that guy that stirs it up. Focus on that. Focus on that fire, not on what it can give you. That's not maybe who you are. But you do have talents, you do have strengths, you're worth a lot more than you think, and no matter how much you fail, it just makes you more dangerous. I love that poem by Khalil Gibran, My Defeat. You should look that up. That's my favorite. Okay? And really start encoding in yourself that you deserve sleep all the time, every time, no matter how much you royally screw up, because you're trying and you're a good person and you love life. And you'll see that life starts loving you again if you just sort of see that you are living a good life, or living a life, and it is very interesting. And it's a lot more interesting than people who have a steady job for 10 or 20 years. Look at it from the bright side. The glass is half full. I'm a raging bull. I just learned that. I like it. Makes me feel sexy. Okay, gotta go. Cameras probably dead soon. I hope this helped. I'm glad we didn't go too much into how hard it is to be tired, but sort of more the crux of things. I hope. Okay. Bye everybody. See you later.